morning, welcome back to my channel. Now today I thought we could have a chat about, let me just put my coffee down, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Now I asked for this for Christmas from my mum and dad, and they kindly bought it for me, and I read it as soon as I had finished Shiver, which I have a review of on my channel. I'll leave it linked in the description below in case you fancy checking that out. That was a very strong book for me. So this had a lot to live up to. And also, I had heard so many rave reviews about this book. I didn't actually know a lot about the story itself, but I had just heard a lot of people saying how good it was. Talking about how good it was, I just wanted to read this out. This book has won the Goodreads Choice Awards for Best Fiction 2020, so last year. Currently in the top 10 Sunday Times Bestsellers list. I think it's actually at number 2 at the moment, but it has been there for 16 weeks. And actually, of this week, according to Matt Haig and his Instagram, it's just made it into the New York Times top 10 as well. Not only that, it has over 100,000 Goodreads ratings, and I think the average score is at 4.24, which is, I mean, that is amazing. It's sold over 300,000 copies in the UK, and Dolly Parton apparently likes it. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you could be forgiven for thinking she's probably not going to like this book. Yeah, and I would agree with you on that. Having read all of those accolades, those awards, how long it's been on the bestsellers list, yeah, I would probably agree with you. Let's see. The first few chapters of this book gave me sort of Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine vibes. That soon disappeared, and then the story sort of very much stood on its own. I have nothing to compare this to. So the story is about Nora. She isn't enjoying life, she's suffering from depression, she doesn't feel needed, she doesn't feel loved, she doesn't feel valued. She sees herself as a failure, she thinks that if she wasn't around anymore, no one would care. And also she's been dealt a bit of a rough time recently. So she decides that she's had enough, she takes an overdose, and that is when she finds herself in the Midnight Library. And the Midnight Library is a place that is between life and death. And in that library, the shelves go on and on, filled with books for the chance to live another life that you could have lived if you had made a different decision. Basically to find out if you had made a different choice in life, what path that would have led you down, what your life might have looked like. And then there is the master book, and the master book is basically full of all of Nora's regrets, however big or small. I absolutely love the concept of this book, and I almost wish that it was real. The book is so beautifully written. It really flows so nicely that you just find yourself sort of whizzing through the pages. I think I read this book within a couple of days, and that for me is very quick. Also, it has really nice short chapters, which, you know, I appreciate. I think this book will have broad appeal. I can't really think who specifically this would be for in terms of age or gender. I really do think it has a broad appeal. I'm definitely going to be passing this on to my dad next because I think he might actually enjoy it as well. This book is very moving, it's very thought-provoking. It encourages you to do a bit of soul searching. And while I was reading it, it really sort of made me think about the decisions that I have made in my life up till now, and if I had taken a different choice, what my life might have looked like. This is definitely a story that will stay with me for a while, if not forever. It's just totally different to anything I've ever read before. I found myself completely wrapped up in it. I found myself just wanting to find out what happens next. And, you know, it is rare for me, but I totally understand why this has got the reviews that it's got and the awards that it's won and where it sits in the bestsellers list. I get it. It totally deserves to be there. And if you haven't read it, I would thoroughly recommend popping it on your TBR. So, in case you haven't guessed, I loved this book, and I can't believe I'm doing this. In January, I am going to give The Midnight Library by Matt Haig 5 stars. I can't fault this. There is nothing wrong with it, even down to like the short chapters. That was totally up my street. And again, it has given me that drive to delve into different genres. If I had known that this book was sort of classed as fantasy, almost sci-fi, I would have written it off straight away. Those are not my preferred genres of reading at all. But I am so pleased that I had FOMO, basically. I didn't want to miss out. I wanted to see what the fuss was about, and I'm so glad I did. I absolutely loved this book. So it's going to be quite a hard book to follow next. Actually, we've had a couple of really strong books. Shiver, 4.5 stars, Midnight Library, 5 stars. It's a really good start to the year. But next is Leave the World Behind by Ruman Alam. Now, this is in my most anticipated books for 2021, mainly because Brad Pitt is producing the adaptation of this book for Netflix, which I think is coming out in December. It typically wouldn't be a book that I would pick up. This review will be coming in a couple of weeks' time. I'm trying to alternate at the moment. Let me know what you think about this. But I'm trying to alternate between a review one week and then a slightly different sort of still bookish content the following week. So every other week you'll get a review. I might not be able to do that all the time, and it just depends how quick I am at reading these, but let me know if you think that's kind of a good way to work it. Thank you so much for watching. One quick thing before I go, you may have noticed on my thumbnails now that I am including a little icon in, I think it's the top right hand corner. Obviously on Shiver it had a thumbs up because I absolutely loved that book. You'll see the same again, or you will have seen the same again on this thumbnail. I'm just, from feedback from you guys, you wanted to have a bit of an idea, when you were skimming through my channel, you wanted to have a bit of an idea of whether it was a positive review or a not so positive review. I thought that might be a way of doing it. Let me know, again, let me know if you think that that works for you. So obviously this is going to get a very big thumbs up from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it the thumbs up. It really helps in terms of YouTube suggesting my videos to other people, which massively helps me. And if you haven't already and you're new to watching my channel, or you just haven't yet subscribed, please press subscribe. Come and join us. I have so much book content planned for the next few months. Anyway, I'm just gibbering away again. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again back here next weekend where I will have another video for you. Take care.